Okay, everybody, it's me, Gregory Mannarino. It is still Friday, July 29th, 2022, people. I'm laughing. I can't help myself. Let's talk. Another very nice rally here on Wall Street. Okay, that's all well and good. The stock market is all well and good. But are you watching the 10-year yield? I'm telling you, focus on the 10-year yield, people. It is cratering. It's cratering 2.65. We're going much lower. Now, this phenomenon is going to continue here. The dropping in the 10-year yield and the stock market going higher. This mechanism is deliberate. It is deliberate. This is the Federal Reserve buying it all. Again, you know how this works. This has to be some entity out here with an enormous amount of firepower in order to buy so much debt here, enough to push down yields. I'm going to give you one guess yet again. Who is it? Yes, the Federal Reserve. This is a mechanism, people. Look, what do we know is going on? It's always what we know. We have an economy in free fall. It's been this way for a very long time, despite 2 consecutive quarters of negative GDP. I mean, clearly, things are not looking very good, are they? But you got President Bidenstein, Yellenstein, and every other freak coming out of the woodwork trying to convince you that, again, what you're seeing and what they're even telling you is not real. You can't make this stuff up. I have to cover. Actually, you know what? While we're on that topic, this is what we got today. So the Chicago PMI craters. Okay. With that, I mean, this is another massive sign that our economy is just, it's over. Okay. Now, listen to this. Prices continue to rise at a faster pace than anybody except you and me would have predicted. These economists out there, they are, or whatever the freak they're doing. They're as high as kites over there. They're never right. Lovely. Okay, so this is unexpected. Prices continue to surge out of control. You knew it and I knew it, and we are not done. New orders fall more than expected. Inventories fell more than expected. And production falls more than expected. This is just today. But did you see the stock market? Bam! Higher. As that 10-year yield craters. I'm telling you, and I've said this over the past several days, we're going to get a 2.5% yield on that 10-year very, very soon. And I would not be surprised to see it fall lower than that. The mechanism is very simple. People equate the stock market to the economy. They're completely different animals here. Economy in free fall, stock market higher. Okay, that gap is going to continue to get wider and wider. All we have had over the last 7 months has been a correction in the market. A correction that now we have central banks going way out of their way here to just buy it all. Okay, ECB, European Central Bank, they're already buying an unlimited amount of bonds across the entire Eurozone. And what did we find out? They're willing to do more. How can you do more than unlimited? Well, you got to let me know on that because, it's above my pay grade, quite obviously. And the Fed, they're doing the same thing. You're not allowed to know it. Why do you think mortgage rates, despite the fact that the Fed just raised rates, we just found out like Wednesday, the Federal Reserve raised the federal funds rate a whole big whopping 75 basis points, keeping the overnight lending rate like 2.25% to 2.5%. And that's really going to make any difference? How about no? You knew that because I've been telling you, how about no? Since time immemorial. It's a lie. Everything is a freaking lie. So the Fed's raising rates. Meanwhile, mortgage rates crater. You got the 10-year yield plunging. How does that work here? Look, the Fed can say what they want, but what they're actually doing, as well as the European Central Bank, or any central bank for that matter, is a completely different thing. There is no oversight. None at all. When they call a freak, and I'm talking about any freak, from the Federal Reserve, including the top freak, Powell, Yellowstein shithead over there, before a congressional committee, all they do is, "Sir, we would like to thank you for your service." Yeah, you want to meet me in the back room? I'll take really good care of you. That's all they care about. It's bullshit. All right? It's a shit show of the highest freaking possible order. You all know that. And it doesn't stop. I mean, you can't make this stuff up here. You can't do it. Production falls. Inventories fall. New orders fall. Prices continue to surge out of control. Make it up. Make any of this stuff, and the stock market keeps going up. Why? Because somebody out here is buying it all. Not just the 10-year yield, not just the yield, the whole damn freaking yield curve. They're buying the market too, and you all know that. And of course, there's massive capital injections into corporations. How does that work here? Really? Oh, I thought we were supposed to have a free market economy where if a corporation isn't doing so well, they should be allowed to fail. Oh no, I forgot that too big to fail still exists. And guess what? You're paying for it all of it. I don't see anybody out in the streets here. Oh, absolutely not. They're just, what are people doing? I don't know. But you and me, at least we're trying to make a difference. You paying attention to this blog here and talking to other people is huge. Absolutely huge. It's, maybe we can get some of these freaking zombified imbeciles to realize what's happening to them. They're getting destroyed, melted, evaporated. They're becoming extinct. This is what happens. It's survival of the fittest here, people. You all know that. Anyway, so on top of the market rally today, the 10-year yield cratering here. Crypto's doing okay, under a little pressure. Bitcoin's still around 24,000-ish. Gold and silver catching a bid. Dollar somewhat weaker. Crude oil higher. I mean, look at the setup here. What else would you expect in this environment? But listen, as you all know, you're going to hear from more. They're not human beings. There's some kind of yet to be defined things like Janet Yellen. What is that? What is it? What in President Bidenstein? What is he? I think this is like Invasion of the Body Snatchers. These are not human beings anymore, and they're out here every single day lying to you repeatedly, and yet nothing happens. Janet Yellen, okay? She gets everything wrong, and meanwhile, she still gets to keep her job. How does that work? No one's expected to be correct all the time, and it's an impossibility, okay? But when you are consistently wrong, always over and over, and your lies keep getting bigger and bigger, and then you go back and you double down on those lies, oh, there's no recession. Oh, no, everything is just great. But you see, no one is going to have the guts to ask her, why is production falling? Why is inventories falling? Why are new orders falling? Why are prices rising faster than you expected, Yellenstein? You said this was going to be temporary. Everything was going to be beautiful. Oh, yeah, absolutely. Federal Reserve is going to hit their 2% target. How about no across the board? How about this is all going to get worse? You all know that. You can't just create billions and even trillions of dollars out of thin air to buy assets, to bail out companies or stimulate an economy and expect there not to be a price to pay for it. This has been going on for a very long time. All through Obama, all through Trump, all through this freak. All they're doing is all these three freaks have done is allow the central bank, the Fed, to continue to inflate, and not with no end in sight here. It's amazing. It's unbelievable. And even when people see what's going on, they don't get it. Oh, President Trump's trying to bankrupt the Fed. That's why he's calling on the Fed to keep printing. That's what he's doing. Duh. You can't make this stuff up. But this is what people were being sold. And they believed it was true. Every single dollar a central bank is called on to create magically out of thin air makes them exponentially stronger, not weaker. I don't know who was selling that bullshit during the Trump administration. And this guy, and the whole freaking the whole thing is a freak show, calling on, we're going to bail out this and stimulate that and 300 billion for this and 52 billion for this company and another 50 billion for that company. You think that's all this is it's just happening? It's just happening by accident, really? No. This is central banks fulfilling their final solution, people. Final solution to eliminate an entire class of people on a global scale. This is genocide, okay, on an epic scale, and no one's doing. And they're just walking to the slaughter. They're sheep walking to the freaking slaughter. And it's only going to get worse from here, people. I dare you to make anything up that I just said in this video. Make it up. Try to create something like this and just place a comment. Anyway, with that said, people, I'm going to let you go. It's been pretty amazing. What a week. What a week. And it's not going to stop. I want you to really start focusing on two things. Okay. Number one, keeping your eyes on that 10-year yield. It's going to continue to drop. The more that drops, the higher the stock market is going to go. That's the Fed buying it all. European Central Bank has already admitted they've gone ballistic, postal, whatever. They're buying it all, unlimited, and they're going to add to unlimited. How do you do that? I don't know. Please let me know in the comments. How do you add to unlimited? I just want to know that. The other thing I want you to keep your eye on is the MMRI. It has been dead on, spot on, since the first freaking day I put it out here. And that's really the truth. And you can see the Mannarino market risk indicator. It's free to everybody, okay? Right on my website, traderschoice.net. Just pay attention to that. Risk in this market is dropping, and you're seeing the market go higher. See your face, okay? And I know, again, people, I hear you. I hear all of you. Believe me, I might not write back to you because my email box is like an explosion, okay? I know some people get frustrated. They get angry at me because I don't write back to everybody. I can't do it. It's impossible. It'll be a full-time job, okay? Try to be me for a week and you'll see what I'm talking about. But I hear you. I realize what this guy says and this other guy. People are entitled to their own opinion. And I'm mostly talking about those people who are calling for a crash every single month. Okay, I got it. That's what they do. It's their agenda. This is how they get people to focus on their videos. Okay, I hear you. And I actually did write back to some of you today. So-and-so is entitled to his opinion. That's it. And if you feel comfortable following those people, please do it. Okay. Me? No. I mean, it's in you. Just look. Just focus on what I tell you to. Watch that 10-year yield. Watch the MMRI. Watch where crude is going. You're going to know pretty much where this market is going to go. Yeah, we've had a correction in this market, something that we don't see very often anymore. And now, because of the action of central banks, it's all turning around. It's turning around in a big way, despite the bad economic news. As a matter of fact, the worse the economic news gets, the lower the 10-year yield is going to go, and the higher the stock market is going to go with it. Okay? Get on the opposite side of this, people. Again, hold the hard assets. This is my favorite right here, silver. You don't have to get anything this fancy. You can just get cheap other metal here. Key one, thank you, got it right here. Anyway, and with regard to this market, you know what I'm doing, people. I've been putting a lot of money to work here. A lot of money to work in this market. I think that's the place to be for now. Definitely got my mojo back. I'm happy. Don't I seem different to you? Look, we got each other's backs. And please do comment here. I want to hear from you. Just one more thing for my people who subscribe to my free newsletter. Yes, I hear you as well. I don't know what's going on over there. Lots of trolls over there. It's free, so they're taking advantage of it. A lot of you are telling me, hey, Greg, just charge $1 per month and they won't be there. I don't want to do that. I want to keep that platform free. I am trying to get rid of the trolls. A lot of you have pointed them out to me. Hey, Greg, check this person out, check that person out. And I have gotten rid of them thanks to you, and I will continue to do so. They're not adding to the conversation at all in any meaningful way, so they're going to go. With that said, people, look, bring it in. It's Friday, okay? We're going to do what we do every single Friday, and that is, are you ready? love each other, care about each other, be charitable, embrace these things, and we can change the world. But it's got to start with someone. It might as well be you and me, okay? I'll see you Sunday for my markets to look ahead, people. Love you a lot. Share the video. Comment here, please. And, well, that's it.